All right, we're going to do the first exercise at the end of chapter 13. This will be CAD. Let me see. CAD 65. Now, hopefully you've watched the practice video. Okay, if you haven't, go back and watch the chapter 13 practice video before you start this one. All right, but I'm going to go ahead and get started. And we're going to do this. It's going to be English, and it's going to be sheet metal. So we can click that and create. Now, look in our book, it gives us the coolant fan cover, and it gives us a list of 5 things. Number 16 gauge mild steel, standard straight relief, flat K factor of 44, or 0.44 bend radius is thickness, and all bend angles are 90 degrees. So we come up here to sheet metal defaults, and let's set that up. So we hit the pencil, and this will come up. We just hit new. We're going to call this number 16 gauge mild steel. All right, so our K factor is right here, and our thickness of this is going to be 0.0625. All right, bend, straight, thickness, bend radius, thickness, all that's good. Bend angles are 90 degrees. We're good. All right. Now our default K factor is right here. It's going to ask us to save edits. We'll say yes. Then you're 0.44, so we're good. So we'll save and close. Okay. Change this to the number 16 gauge mild steel. By sheet metal rule. That's our sheet metal rule, right? So everything is set under that. So we'll hit apply. Let me see if I. Oop, forgot the material. Let's change that to steel mild. Here we go. Now we're good. Use thickness and rule. Okay, and so we got that. Now, let's go ahead and do our first sketch. We'll just pick the front, and we just need a 3x3 square. As you can see, 3 tab, 3. And we want to center that, so I'll put that here. I'm just going to click this, divide by 2. And do the same thing here. Click this value, divide by 2. And that gets us. Now we got to do all the stuff in the middle. And it's just circles. So we'll just do diameter circles. And we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. So we'll just go ahead and do it. First one's 2.6. Second one's 2.25. Third one's 1.9. Fourth one's 1.55. 2 more to go. 1.2. And the last one, 0.85. All right, so there's that. Now we need is 2 rectangles. And put one here, one here. We'll just trim off. Now each one of those is going to be 0.3, right? So half of 0.3, 1.5, 0.3, 0.5, 0.3. All right, and we'll just trim. So you can see where the trimming's going on. We're going to go every other place there. So we skip the first one, go to the second one, skip that one, go to that one, and that's it. And there's our piece. All right, so if you want to, you can redimension these. You don't have to, but if you do, dimension type, diameter, okay? And see, it'll lock one of them. Let's make that a diameter. All right, now down here it says 39 dimensions needed, but you can lock things down just by doing this. That'll keep those straight. That'll keep those straight. And there we go. Knocked it down to 23 dimensions needed, and that's all of these. And I mean, we could go through and dimension all of that, but we get the idea. So we'll finish that. All right, do our face, and that's that. Ta-da. Okay, so there's the face of it. Now we need to get our flanges, and if you look, there's 0.75 deep. So we'll go flange. Change this to 0.75. And select our edges. Now you want to pick the back of this, okay? And you just get all four. And you can rotate this thing as you need to, and then hit apply. And okay. Now. All right, so now our next one, we got to figure out how deep it is. So it's that part that bends up, it's got a hole in it. Now to the center of the hole is 30. Okay, to the top of the thing is going to be another 0.25. Now the thickness of our metal is 0.065. So we're going to have half, let me see, so 30 to the center plus 0.25, that's 0.55 plus 0.0625, so 0.55 plus 0.0625. Okay? And I'm going to pick this edge. So that flips the whole thing up. I don't want it to be that wide, do I? So, see these two arrows right here? Let's pick those. All right, so right now, type is extension. Let's change that to width instead of the entire edge, just a width. And our width is going to be 0.5, right? Yep, look at it. It's 0.5 width. All right, so there's that. Okay, so now we've got that. We'll apply. Cool. So I can cancel this. Now, check this out. Corner round right here. Okay? 0.25. Grab that corner, grab that corner, hit apply. And there we go. It's starting to look like something now, isn't it? All we need is a hole in the middle. So we'll cut, and we need a sketch on that. So I'm just going to come over here, draw a middle circle. 0.26 diameter, correct? There we go. And it's centered, so we'll finish that. Okay. And there we go. Ta-da! Okay, so you want to do that 4 more times or 3 more times? Me neither. So, circular pattern. Features. You want to grab that. Okay? And you want to grab the corner rounds too. Alright, so flange 2 and the corner rounds. Rotation axis. Just pick this corner of this right here. It's going to give you 6 of them. We don't want 6, we just want 4. So change that to 4. Hit OK. Okay, so I didn't get that right. So I'm going to go back to my circular pattern. I'm going to edit feature. And I'm going to add cut 1 to it. Okay? Now I got my hole. Alright, so that was that, right? Not too hard. Looks like it's supposed to. Alright, so let's save that. CAD 65. And go to folded model, solid bodies. Properties. Cooling fan cover. And update. And that'll give us the mass and so on and so forth. We get okay. Alright. So that's drawn. Now let's do our flat pattern. Okay? So click, and there's our flat pattern. Alright, so let's go back to our folder part. Now that we've done that, let's save again. Alright, and we'll go lay it out. So then we're just going to lay it out the same way they did. We can probably do this on a B size. Definitely don't need a D size. So we'll edit our sheet. B, 3 inches by 3 inches is not very big. Alright, base. One there, one there. Alright, then we'll do another base. Click on flat pattern. And we'll move that over here. And okay. And there we go. So there's what we got. Now we're just going to put some basic dimensions on it. Okay? We don't have to go crazy. And I will, of course, do that. And we want diameters on these. And you right click to get the diameter type, by the way. And let's go ahead and put our center point in here. I'm just grabbing it and dragging it just to where that lines up. Only other thing I think, guys, if you want a center line in there, and that's easy, just do this. Zoom in tight. Pick that, and pick that. That'll give us that one. And of course, get these. Doing the same stretch thing. Just stretch it up. Whoop, I missed. Grab that dot. Right up that little bitty line right there. Missed. Let's try it again. Not quite 3, is it? Pull this out a little bit more. There we go. And you don't need to redimension that because you've got it over here. All right, so there's that. And that'll be enough. We can go ahead and save that as same thing, IDW. Okay. And then don't forget, file, export, PDF, and the same thing, CAD 65. All right, that'll do it. The thing's not as hard as it looks. I remember when I first did this, when I tried to use a bend on this part right here, and it did not work out as well as this did. It would push it back the same distance here, and there was no way to get it to work. So I actually went online and found this method, and it works a lot better. So anyway, if you have any questions, raise your hand, I'll come help you. But I think this is pretty self-explanatory, so we'll go on to CAD 66 next. See you then.